At last, science fiction creates the ultimate man. Infra-Man. Powered by nuclear energy. Infra-Man. You won't believe your eyes.
Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1975 and from Hong Kong. It is Infra-Man, also known as the Super Infra-Man, which, I kid you not, has a 100% on the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. But that is something else. That is the film, of course, The Friends. Joining us, first of all, from Last Call with Troy Pacelli with his also sleek jet black hair tonight. How are you doing, Mr. Troy Pacelli? Welcome.
Well,
what you drinking?
He's actually upstairs putting a pizza in the oven because he's like, oh, pizza would be good for this. So I'm going to be Troy. I am drinking a Diet Squirt, and I'm doing great, thank you.
Well, that's good. Well, I am
Wait,
so
he's coming
glad.
back.
Yes, I am.
I'm doing this.
Oh, good. Perfect time. Well, almost perfect timing.
Also joining us, besides the now present Troy Pacelli, is his lovely and she is dressed to take over the world tonight. Netter of Netter's Network. How are you doing, my dear? What you drinking?
I am doing well. It's actually been a very good day. And I am drinking currently a Meyer brand sparkling water, berry flavored.
Ooh, sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, I did forget to say I have an iced tea, of course, with a Diet Mountain Dew in reserve. And of course, it is March. We're talking monsters. Who else are we going to have here but our very special guest? And the reason we are watching this movie tonight.
Yup.
The wonderful Miss Evelyn Hampton. Welcome, my dear. How are you doing? And what you got to drink tonight, if anything?
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be here, but I cannot take all the credit for this movie.
Well, that is true. I make the final call. It is my show, but we can also blame the Shaw brothers.
Yes,
who are some of the ones that produced it. But yeah, Infra-Man, it's been on my radar, so to speak, for a little while. I think because you did mention it once to me, Evelyn. And
right.
It's always been in the back of my mind. And then, we talked about what we were going to watch this March. And we'd already come up with the one we did 2 weeks ago, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. And I thought, it's time to bring out Infra-Man and inflict it upon the world.
Well, I saw Infra-Man at the theater during its first run here in the U.S. in the mid-'70s.
Mm-hmm.
And I took my children to see it, and they were laughing so hard at some of the scenes and specious effects. I can't say special effects. But,
I'm going to have something to say about the effects, actually, because there's a scene early in the movie. I haven't watched it. Obviously, I saw little bits of it as I was getting it ready. But I saw a scene at the beginning that had me going, damn, how did they do that? It actually looked real. No. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm being serious. Is that
the one where he's flying feet first?
It was at the very beginning. So it's not really a split. There's a truck drive or a bus driving, and the road in front of him starts.
Oh, the road splits. Yeah, I remember that.
Crap! I said if this is miniature work, they did an excellent job. If it's not, how the hell much budget did they throw into it?
I saw that. I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, wow, that's really well done.
And I will based on that, probably give them a pass on just about everything else in this movie.
Yeah. Well, let's say hi to everybody in chat. Lady
Okay.
Miss, of course, said hello earlier. Welcome, Lady Miss. Curtis Selby, the tired midnight blogger. I think I got that right.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Well, welcome, sir. Glad to have you here. Of course, there's me posting the Cosby link at the very top. If you are here now and are watching the film with us, of course, watching the Cosby link. If you are coming in later, you have to find your own version. Yeah. It's out there, different versions, some dubbed, some subtitles. We tonight are going to be watching the dubbed version, so it'll be in English. Just like watching the Ultraman in the 70s. That's kind of what it's like.
At first, I thought you said we're going to watch the dumb version.
The dumb version.
Well, it could be that too, depending on how you look at it. Yeah.
Connie Cleary, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Welcome. Of course, Troy Pacelli saying good evening to everybody. And going down, deleted scenes. Salute, welcome, sir. Of course, deleted scenes is going to be joining me Friday when we watch Critters. That's going to be a lot of fun. Netters Network saying hi, giving her hi, sweeties to everybody. Going down, seeing who's here. Geek Flags with Nate Knows 1973. Welcome, sir. Thank you for dropping in. DJ Play Nice, welcome, sir. And that is everybody who is currently with us. So I know, Troy, Netter, you have not seen this movie.
No.
I have not seen this movie.
I don't think I'd actually even heard about it until you guys started talking about it.
Yeah, it's one of those. Like I say, it's from Hong Kong. And it's like the Shaw brothers who have done a slew of other like kung fu type movies, and they found a lot of success in the mid-70s doing this. And then Infra-Man came out, and I'm not sure exactly how well it did or anything, but
I understand it did quite well. Either it inspired Ultraman or vice versa.
Well, I think Ultraman was in the late 60s. So okay. I think this I'm sure, like, you know, was inspired by Ultraman and what do they call it, tokusatsu kind of things, like Kamen Rider. Of course, you have the Super Sentai, or as we know it, Power Rangers kind of stuff, and it's in that vein.
You guys mentioned Ultraman. I know that Spectre-Man was also a very similar sort of TV show, lasted for 2 seasons in 71 and 72.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's definitely plenty of analogs that they could have drawn on for this.
Okay.
Yeah. Curtis Selby says, I think Brandon Tenold did a riff on the. I don't know Brandon Tenold, but yeah, I mean, Ultraman was when I was a kid. I came home after school. It was Ultraman and Speed Racer.
Yeah,
and Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. God, I love that one too. You put a big giant robot in something. I'm there. But it's like I said, you know, we're gonna have fun watching this thing tonight. There's lots of weird little creatures and you know, over the top stuff, I'm sure, but I think we're gonna have a real fun time watching this. So everybody's just about ready. You're watching on Cosme, right? Evelyn?
Yep. I don't see my Cosme link. It's under.
Let me drop it again.
Okay,
it's been to the top of the chat.
Well, but she's not in.
Oh,
what do you call it? Remember? So just dropped it in the comments. You should see it as the one just before deleted scenes. You'll have to copy and paste that into another browser tab because it doesn't link, but that's how you get there.
Okay, thanks.
Let's give her a second. She's
FYI,
give her.
Okay.
Geek Flag
For what
saying
it's
Ultraman debuted in '66.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And for what it's worth, film critic Roger Ebert gave Infra-Man 3 stars after he saw the movie.
Yep.
Really?
And yes, he loved it. And Quentin Tarantino said this was one of his favorite movies.
Well, okay, yeah. Quentin Tarantino. This seems like his kind of a movie. Sure. That makes sense.
Okay. But there are fans out there, and I bought this on VHS when it came out.
Hey, I haven't seen it, so I can't say anything negative about it. I don't know.
Well, it's one of my favorites too.
Good. Not necessarily the most ringing endorsement, that one. But
it's a fun popcorn movie.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's kind of how Al billed it to us.
Geek Flag is saying how high was Roger Ebert.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, are you ready, Evelyn? You're all in and
yes, ready to go.
Okay, so Troy, start in 3, 2, 1, go. Ba-doo. Pretty girl against a starlight. I assume it's a pretty girl.
I mean, she's got a good silhouette.
Celestial Pictures. SB. For Shaw Brothers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't read this next bit.
Shaw Scope.
You know what I would love to see is a Japanese Spider-Man movie. I mean, the Japanese Spider-Man done as a movie.
It is. It's so 70s. I love it.
I was just gonna say this is very Quentin Tarantino. Yeah,
the Super Infra-Man. You know, this theme rocks, man. I love it.
Yeah.
It's very colorful.
Hope nobody's epilepsy gets triggered.
Right, exactly. This is a little bit shiny.
Just a little.
Well, I mean, don't they have like issues with that in Japan? Well, Japan and China.
They did specifically with one episode of Pokemon.
I knew there was something that triggered people.
But there is question as to whether or not it was legit or if because somebody reported it, which it could have just been a correlation, not a causation, it kind of set off a little bit of a mass panic. Mm-hmm. So there was a little overcorrection on that.
Hua Sean. Whoa.
Okay, so obviously this is the scene I was talking about.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big bird monster.
Now that's a little bit odd, but then this.
That looks incredible.
Damn, yeah.
Because
tell her to get the kids out of the car quickly.
If someone's panicking, sometimes you gotta, kind of spoon feed them to get them moving. Who's going to help you and how?
Well,
Super Info-Man, I guess.
Super Info-Man, baby.
Right, exactly.
But, you're talking about the road thing doing it. What makes it so impressive is because, like I said, the miniature work, where you have dirt and sand, it's like water. Yeah. And because it's molecularly a certain way.
Yeah.
And you're used to that.
You literally have to in order for it to have the weight it should have at scale, you usually have to slow down the playback of the film, but you have to get it right, otherwise people kind of notice, kind of like the Uncanny Valley concept.
Right. Because that's the one thing with, like, anytime you do a flood and it's miniature, you can always tell with the water how it's moving.
Is the dam breaking scene in Super.
Okay, gotta ask, wig on this guy?
It's gotta be.
It even looks like it could be a white guy putting on Asian prosthetics.
Heck, I'm not even sure that's a real beard, to be honest with you.
No, that all looks fake.
But no, he's definitely.
But it is the 70s, and they looked weird back then.
Yeah, that is
true. But it looks fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's right. In the 70s, men's wigs were far more common.
They were called toupees.
No, they still are, I guess.
It's not working.
Professor Chang, I wonder if he has Klingon blood.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I love 70s tech.
It just has to have blinky lights. That's all. Don't ask too many questions. Don't ask what they're for.
And somehow they know how to read them and tell what's going on.
Right, exactly. Well, like those lights, up there, are those readouts for something? Or are they just random, I don't know.
I love the punch cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was computers back in the day, right?
Yep.
Right.
You had to, every card had its own thing, and if they were out of order, it screwed everything up.
It always kills people in round numbers.
Okay, his hairpiece is definitely fake. And the mustache looks fake. It looks like it's glued on.
Yeah.
The goatee, I'm not sure on. If it's fake, they did a much better job gluing that on so it doesn't look fake.
Everybody shake around.
Fall a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, you name something Mountain Devil. There's got to be.
Yeah, something. I mean, you're just setting it up.
The lore. I mean, what's the folklore about on that mountain? Because it's got to be good.
I know, right?
I'm gonna say that maybe the mountain kind of has when you look at it, looks like a devil outline or something.
He said it hasn't erupted in 1,000 years. It's a volcano, so I think Mountain Devil just kind of names itself.
Whoa.
It's Gamera.
Okay, not as realistic as the previous scene we were talking about. So, but I don't know, the way that eyelid opened, that was pretty sad.
I love how nonplussed the professor is. He's like, interesting.
Right, exactly. I'll be right back. I got it.
Check on the pizza.
Yeah, I think that the oven's got to have got heat.
Well, I can smell it. That's why I asked you.
I know, right?
I love it. I love his reaction.
Where's Godzilla when you need him?
Wrong franchise. Wrong country.
So to answer your question, 22 minutes.
Oh, she's like taking over the earth, but she calls herself a princess. Where's the queen?
I don't know why I'm getting Speed Racer vibes off of this.
So that Xu Long is played by an actor that they're calling Bruce Lee with one E.
Yeah.
His real name is Liang Chen Lung, a Taiwanese actor who is one of those. Most of you guys might know him from the so-called Bruce Lee exploitation films, like Bruce's Secret Kung Fu and Return of the Kick Fighter and Last Duel of the Great Wall and so forth.
Princess Dragon Mom. Gotta love it.
What they meant was Mother of Dragons. It just didn't translate very well. Well, that's a heck of a transformation.
Oh, look, she's got minions.
Big rock, kind of weird rock lizard guy.
Right. Okay, yeah, this is the kitsch factor. This is the humor.
I love that like dragon whip thing she's got.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I love them shiny suits.
I know.
God.
They don't look very comfortable, though.
Well, you know, tinfoil was big back then.
Right.
Into the secret lab we go. Delete is like Queen of King's Landing, the Duke of Burgundy, Skinny Bones
Right.
Jones.
Yes, exactly.
Superman.
Yeah, like that Titanic boat that couldn't sink.
That's true.
It's in the script. I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
You're gonna say you didn't really have a lot of time to think about it. I should
Yeah,
really call my mom and dad first. I said my wife and kids might get upset.
Well, it's implied that they're in some sort of military service, so it's probably assumed that this is basically the Japanese version of the Project Rebirth, from Marvel.
Can that needle be any bigger?
Right.
You would think being so advanced they could come up with a smaller needle.
Right.
I know, that's what I said. Do you think that needle can be any bigger?
Or something that be just like be infused right through the skin.
Especially since he just injected him in the arm. You would think that would be something for, like, I don't know, in the stomach or the spine or something.
You also figure he'd be on like some sort of IV to
right.
have fluids going through him. It's like, okay, it's in the script. Time for me to take a nap.
But then again, he's got, a magical woo-woo device on his head and chest. So that's impressive.
And little plastic pieces that go over parts of his arms and stomach and stuff.
And if you wind up that thing on his forehead, it plays Music Box Dancer.
I thought you got Jazz FM.
Right. That's his left nipple.
Well, the fun thing is to look at things like that and try to figure out what they were before.
What the thing was. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's whole forums on the internet that talk about props and what they were made out of and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, but she's hot.
Yeah, I like the outfit. Yeah, I'm digging that. Well, the dragon lady made her just appear out of thin air. I wish she'd do more of that.
I like those little skeleton guys.
Yeah, right?
So she's normal except for her mutant hand.
Yes.
They look like the monster version of the Banana Splits.
Right.
I'm expecting to start singing. Na, na, na,
right.
na, na, na.
There is an element of Saturday morning,
cartoon
type thing. To this. The Crop Super Show or something.
That was a cool little effect. I like that.
Yeah, it was. You're right, Jar. Otherwise, I'd just unmake you. So she keeps talking about returning to Earth or whatever. Are we to understand that these are beings that had been on Earth prior to the Ice Age and now they've returned?
Yeah, they're like returning to the surface.
Right.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they live underground in subterranean species.
Gotcha. So we're not talking space. We're talking, Hollow Earth type
Right.
stuff.
Return
looks like-
engagement, limited time only.
Looks like Snake Mountain.
Actually, I was thinking that Star Trek episode. What was it? Landry? No. not
Oh,
Landry.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one with the
where they would give offerings at the cave. And
yeah.
the Enterprise had to shoot it from orbit.
I can't remember what that thing's name was.
You just turn that into a no-wheel drive car.
Looks like a great.
See, it was the 70s.
Blow it up.
The car just blows up if you turn it over.
It seems like this Love Bug sequel is weird.
Yeah, exactly. Herbie, no!
Look, it's Cthulhu Light.
No, what was that that Saturday morning Croft show, that the monster with the tentacles?
Sigmund the Sea Monster?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Sigmund.
Yeah, that's who it looks like to me.
I like how he's kind of like bouncing around.
I know, it's like while you walk, make sure you shake everything and bounce so you look threatening. I like that.
Ooh.
Okay, that's clearly a miniature. Filmed in reverse.
Yeah. I guess not badly done, though. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go.
And this was the same footage in forward motion.
No, it's a little different.
No, this is a little bit better, actually. Okay, that effect actually was pretty good. Oh, there's some elements of stop motion here. That's pretty cool.
Hashtag tentacles out. Remember that one?
Curtis Selby, your ex-wife had tentacles? I'm not entirely certain if that sounds like a fun thing or not. I told you it was this button.
Red Rover. This
Yeah.
guy come over.
Oh, boy.
Ouch.
I'm surprised you didn't blow up and catch fire.
Right, exactly. Well, he wasn't in a car.
Oh.
Boy, it's a good thing he was wearing his helmet.
Yeah.
These guys are screwed.
Frankly, I would just take a chainsaw to him,
I mean, what are the chances they brought a chainsaw to work with them that day?
Yeah.
This is why you should carry a side sword.
Right, exactly.
Or like a machete or something, you know? That looked funny.
It's like, oh, look, there's a person on the floor. We should pick him up.
Has anyone thought about going to the store and getting some weed killer?
Right?
I mean, yes, you'll end up sterile and, tumors, but, kill the plant.
Yeah, let me put this mouse trap on your arm and,
Yeah, that does it. I put this thing on top of you. We flash some pictures over it, and boom, you're a robot.
Yeah, looks like they went to Lowe's, into the plumbing supply store.
Oh no, not the.
Would you realize today they would?
Oh,
yeah. These days they would just explain it away as some sort of nanotechnology or whatever, which is almost as bad.
Let's push all the buttons.
Electricity's out. Oh no.
He's too busy being helpless on the floor.
Right.
His pants split.
I saw that.
I was thinking, it's like, his pants didn't look like got a little
there was
gusset
another
down
one
there.
too, with the same thing. They fell on the floor, and it's like, their pants split.
Finally, someone got a saw.
There you go. There's your
Skill
table saw. Yeah.
Thank God for Black and Decker.
Oh God. Come on, Mr. Roboto.
Domo.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually a little bit better. That one, yeah, that was pretty neat.
There's some big eyes on this thing.
Yeah.
I can't say anything about the big eyes. Ultraman had big eyes.
He had to sit up 3 times. I love how those PVC pipes sound like metal.
I love his antenna went up.
He looks like a Power Ranger.
I mean, augmented hearing, X-ray vision. He kind of is like Superman, right?
Go Power Rangers.
He's the man beyond bionics.
He can fly.
And apparently he can go through the roof without breaking anything.
Well, no, he opened a skylight.
How do they know his name is Infra-Man?
I know. I was just thinking that too.
It's Infra-Man.
First time anyone's ever seen him, and they somehow know he's Infra-Man.
Oh, it must be the heart.
Yeah, because all plants have hearts, right?
Well, artichokes.
Well, I suppose from a certain point of view.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
It's interesting that monster is wearing pants.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Oh man, I love the sound effects.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nobody told me they could teleport.
Oh, that's very Ultraman like.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I was always like going out in the yard, pretending I'm like doing that
Yep.
little cross arm laser thing. Death to sentient plants. Curtis told me.
Death to sentient plants. That sounds like you're a vegan. Alexa, stop.
She hasn't had a date in centuries. She wants this guy to hang around for a while.
Yeah. I mean, look at the dating pool she's got.
We're putting you in the comfy chair. Look at Skeletor.
I like that. I like how they've got that little skin going into his brain. Uh-oh. Yeah, man. Her, aside from her hands, everything else is pretty good. But those hands are freaky.
Yeah, she has alien hands, but the rest of hers, she's got a hot bod.
Thunderball fist. It sounds so awesome. Sounds like a drink. What do you have tonight? I want a Thunderball fist.
You talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Yeah, awfully trusting after knowing he had been captured.
Exactly. He's been captured, held prisoner, and now he's acting like a walking zombie. Maybe, Well, okay. Oh, his eyes are glowing. You know something's bad's happening.
His eyes sparkly glowy.
Ooh.
Well, that's a death stare. Did I mention that it's hot?
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Oh, you got your pizza?
Yeah.
What kind of pizza you got?
It's a bacon ranch, chicken bacon ranch.
Ooh, something you made, or is it frozen?
No, it was something we picked up at the store today. We just, we were curious.
They didn't have the buffalo chicken one, so we're trying this one. It's okay.
Yeah.
What's the brand?
It's the Meyer brand, the store brand.
Oh, okay.
I think the next time I do this, maybe I will add some more bacon to it. Because adding bacon always makes things better.
Never hurt. Yeah. You can add bacon to anything. It makes it better.
Bring enough for everybody.
Right.
Baby crying? Give it a piece of bacon.
I mean, right? Well, that's interesting.
Scared him. Learning the secrets to Infra-Man. Oh, we're going to have a motorcycle race?
Of course. And honestly, this music sounds like the music from the Red Brown Captain America films.
Oh, you know what? Red Brown has actually reacted to some of my posts on Facebook.
Awesome.
Like I mentioned about the anniversary of my mother's death, and he responded, and a couple other
Oh,
things.
that's nice.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Nice maneuver. Oh, ow. Oh, ah. You got to hand it. He jumped right after him.
I am going to use the power of gravity against you.
Oh, no.
Space lobster.
You wanted Spider-Man. Looks like you got it.
Yeah, exactly.
It is very much like a Power Rangers. You got the main monster, and
Yeah.
you got the weird little minions.
It really is the formula. Exactly right. And this Xiao Lung, who was just fighting there, he doesn't have any powers, right? Other than
he's just a regular guy. And you know he's Infra-Man because he doesn't have a helmet.
Right.
Ha! Ooh. He's pretty good here. He's holding his own. I spoke too soon.
Well, now they're cheating. I mean, talk about the cavalry.
Oh.
Ew.
Someone needs to jump in that Infra-Man form here, quick.
Ow.
Here we go.
You know he's changing because there's a fanfare.
I like it's the same little montage.
Yeah.
FKHC 2005, also known as Tim. Welcome, sir.
And I feel like that's the only reason he bothered to turn into, I almost said Spectre Man, Infra-Man, was so that he could do the ray beam from his hand.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you're going to shoot at me, I'm going to shoot back.
There you go. Level the playing field.
Uh-huh.
Hoya! I like the little smoke bombs they've got going off in the back of the guys. Oh. Uh-oh, another one.
Okay, which Pokemon are you?
This
one's like
tossing it on steroids.
Yeah, right.
It's like crazy horned grandpa or something. Ah,
right in the face.
You got one beam. I got two. You shoot me, but I shoot you.
Yeah. And now he's going in.
Uh-oh. Giant monster time.
Yep. He's like, nobody told me they could do that. Man, what kind of rounds is he shooting at him?
I'm melting.
Oh,
now
look
he
at
can get
that.
big too.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Right.
Okay, I think those electrical wires are going to come into play. Yep, he split his pants too.
I'm sure it's a common problem.
It seems to be.
Ugh. Yes, let's destroy this infrastructure, whatever it might be.
Right.
To
The
take
whole
out the
town just
monster.
lost electricity, but we killed this effer.
Oh, he's tiny again. Step on him.
Yeah, I kind of see this coming, right?
Oh,
Ew!
that was
Okay, that was
awesome.
good. That was good. That was all right. Yes.
I squished him. I'm sorry. That was worth everything.
That really
this
was
thing.
pretty good. Yeah.
He does. He has an obvious weakness. You know what that weakness is? There's only one of him.
Oh, that's a good point.
If you got all these weird monsters that can grow that big, send them all out at the same time.
Yeah, why go sending them out in twos, all together. Okay, defeated those two. Send out two more. Send out two more.
That explains how they knew it was Infra-Man. They knew what he was working on.
Right.
Uh-oh, Infra-Girl, the sequel.
Right.
Yes, let's go to this strange cave.
It's like, oh, there's a cave here that we never noticed before.
Right.
So now we can get in trouble by crawling into it.
Trying to see what his shirt says. I love that big roll of dynamite.
I was just looking. They've never done a sequel to this.
Oh, gee, too bad.
I just feel like they were setting it up there with the whole Infra-Girls thing, you know?
So there's no Infra-Girl?
Apparently not.
There's a gecko on his head. I think that's a gecko. It's like, you stomped on one of my relatives.
Now he'll never save that money from Progressive. She's a sassy little thing, isn't she?
Yeah.
like she can't just spit it out.
I know.
Come on in, for girl, you can save him.
What's interesting is I used to have a dress that looked like that when I was about her age.
Well, a lot of girls did in the 70s. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, if he hadn't been screwing around with turning into Infra-Man, he could have just walked over and pulled the, what do you call it, off?
Yeah, but then it wouldn't have been as cinematically epic as it just was. Be preparing the Thunderball fists. I just love that old tech.
Yeah.
It's like the 70s version of Frankenstein's 30s set.
Right.
You know, it's like all the latest little things that look futuristic.
Right.
He seems too confident. Like there's like a lot of hubris there.
Yeah.
Like there's like this old-fashioned lamp in the middle of this
Yeah.
futuristic area. They are. They're like not showing them.
Right.
Guy. Oh yeah, what happened to Evelyn? Where did Evelyn go?
Oh, don't know.
Oh, maybe she's having internet problems. I think that happened before too.
If you can hear us, Evelyn, come back to us.
Right, exactly.
Okay, now I'm on signature select seltzer water cherry.
Yep. Time for me to open up Diet Dew.
Fair enough.
I had to get zero. I got zero this week, but I still have some of the diet left. Don't they have like a TV or something in there? See what's going on in the world?
I don't know.
That sounded ominous. Whoa! Delina Scenes is saying that she is still in Cosme, but not here.
Oh. Had a screen freeze a few minutes ago. I'll try rebooting. Okay.
Oh, that's her? Okay.
She really aggressively wants a date with that guy.
I guess.
Well, he does have one hell of a head of hair. That does look so funny.
I know.
People on the boat. Oh, I love it. The official yacht of Dragon Mom.
Right.
I like how it's all tricked out. I still wish I knew what that thing was from Star Trek. Ah. Vol.
Yep.
Yep,
you're right.
I had to look it up. It was driving me crazy. So the episode The Apple. I could remember that. See, that's what you get for helping the bad guys.
Sweetheart, your bra looks really uncomfortable.
No kidding.
What is with the weird claw hands?
It's her dragon mutation or whatever.
This He-Man's prequel is weird.
Right?
Oh, that flied right out of the eyes.
Let me jump out of the eye sockets. Ooh. Now we got to fight. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, it sounds like when the Indians are attacking in an old Western.
Right.
It's kind of the same vibe I'm getting from the sound. Oh, here you go. Oh, motorcycle in the face.
That guy did a Jackie Chan move.
Yep.
Oh, fire breather guy.
Well, it's bound to happen eventually. I mean, with all this talk of dragons.
Oh, this guy again. Why isn't he transformed?
He doesn't want to give away his secret identity.
Ooh.
Let me comically fly backwards into this mountain.
Da, 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 da.
Right?
We fly again. Yep, there he goes.
It's just how he does.
Ooh. Oh, he flipped them with his feet.
Yep.
Dang. Ooh. Ooh. Boot to the head.
Right?
All it took.
Free for all.
Huh.
Oh, God. Oh, right into a trap. Kalima.
Right, exactly.
I
Come
love
on.
the sound effects.
I know, right?
Ooh. Tear that place up. That looks like the same control panel. Oh, nice going, Demon Girl.
She got her training from the Stormtroopers Academy.
Right, exactly. Okay, that sound effect was great. He hits him in the back of the head and you hear clonk like someone hitting a pot.
Of course, since he knocked over the death ray, it has to catch fire.
Whoa, she stabbed him. Ooh.
I thought, hey! And then she knocks him down.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
By my ugly hands. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
I'll give her a 7 on the landing.
Oh, the weird brothers. Hey. Talk about a headbutt. Weebles
Wow.
wobble, but they don't
But
fall
they
down.
don't fall down, right? Exactly.
Infra-Man, they never told you what happened to your father.
Right, exactly.
Ooh. Okay, he's hung up on his spring his head. Ooh. They finally got their head straight.
Would have been interesting if he just shattered.
Oh, that was like Ultraman with this little beeping chest thing.
Right.
Well, that came in handy.
It's always something.
I'm so happy to be on Frozen. I'm doing backflips.
Oh, she.
That lethal kick.
Oh, he got her. Oh.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Death by Slinky. Deleted scenes.
Right.
Ooh. That makes me wonder, is it the same actress? Whoa.
I would bet you dollars to donuts it's not. I'll bet it's a dude. I'm melting away, melting away. What a world, what a world.
Yes, the ceiling is falling now. We must get out of here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a very safe place to be right about now.
Well, once you get rid of the main evil person, everything that they control will now blow up.
Exactly. Just as surely as your car will blow up in the 70s.
Yeah. Because that would only ever really happen if it's a Pinto.
Right.
Oh.
Am I hearing the Mission Impossible music?
I know.
Of course they are.
Only if the company pays for a sequel, honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Evelyn is on YouTube. You can use the same link that I sent you, but the movie is now over.
Yeah,
the end. Well, that is Infra-Man.
It wasn't a horrible movie. Definitely seen worse.
You know what, though? Having you guys here is what really makes it fun. It's fun to make fun of it. I enjoyed it a whole lot. It brought back a lot of memories.
For all the crap that we give, remakes and whatnot, I totally think this is the kind of movie that you could remake and actually make better. There's a lot of potential story here.
There's some concepts there that could really, really. I mean, you throw enough money at it, but you don't need to throw too much money at it.
No, not really.
And you could really make it work because some of the fun. I mean, yeah, you can have a bunch of like CGI monsters running around and stuff like that, but please, those guys floating around and doing all the karate and kung fu stuff, that's priceless and it's awesome. And you don't need to do it. Evelyn, yeah, I saw all the movie. It went, sorry, my eyes went fuzzy there for it. I saw all of the movie. It was fun. Well, I wish you hadn't dropped out. I'm sorry you had a disconnection there. But thank you so much for this movie recommendation. It was a lot of fun. It was goofy. It was silly, but it was a hoot to watch, especially with everybody here kind of poking fun at it a little bit, just having a good time.
Well, it lends itself to not being taken too seriously. But like I said, there's definitely some story elements there that would have made it that could have made it really, really good. It has a lot of potential.
Right. But well, that is Infra-Man. I want to thank everybody who made it through with the rest of us. But like I said, had a lot of fun with that. Evan says, "You're very welcome. Goofy, silly fun is just what I needed." Well, I am so glad that you were part of it, and I'm just so glad you were able to be here at least for most of it. And definitely always welcome back anytime. And I'm sure next March we'll figure out some more monsters to have you come and watch. I like the mixture of doing like an old classic and then something like a little newer or maybe a little weirder or something. I kind of like that little combination. But that being said, you want to do
Sure.
like tomorrow through the week ahead first?
Absolutely. So tomorrow, obviously, Geeky Geezers, we say goodbye to Big George, unfortunately.
Oh, I love George Foreman, man.
I know,
He was
right?
so awesome. I mean, he is one of the fellow bigs of the world. An honorific that is held by so few of us.
Yeah.
And so beloved. But yeah, he definitely was something. And you're gonna do about Wings Hauser.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
At least I think I put that one into the notes. I'll double check with Boomer, but
yeah, he's just one of those, like, shows up in a lot of movies, like a lot of movies, and never quite made it huge, but he just was always kind of right on the cusp there.
Yeah.
But that so tune in tomorrow for Geeky Geezers, find out what they're gonna have.
Going to be talking some Warner Brothers news as well. Possible sale of the Looney Tunes. So tune into that.
Oh Lord, what would they do to the Looney Tunes? Please.
Also, some layoffs over at the D&D Beyond of Hasbro. So we'll be talking about that as well. Kind of a little bit of a follow up to what we talked about last night.
Yeah, last night.
And of course, I know that Deleted Scenes has his, after Geeky Geezers, you'll just be redirected directly to his late night show where his special guest will be Curtis Selby.
Oh, very awesome. If Deleted Scenes, if you're still here, are you not doing unscripted?
Yeah, if he is, I overlooked that, so he might want to.
Yeah, I was just wondering
let everybody know about that.
That usually does an after the Wednesday cinema western with Outlaw Bill. I was saying Jedi.
Yeah, no. He changed his branding.
But just tune in and see what's going on there. Monday, do you have another members only movie?
Yep. Channel members over on my channel will get to enjoy, and I do believe you will enjoy. Because of the premiere this week from Disney, I felt like it would be appropriate for us to watch on Monday Cinderella, the live action film from 2015. In my opinion, how Disney should do live action remakes if they're going to do them.
That was a good movie. Who's the actress?
Let's see. What is her name?
I can't. I know her, but I can't think of it.
Well, let's see. Kenneth Branagh directed it. Kate Blanchett is the stepmother.
Right.
Lily James.
Yeah, Lily James. Couldn't think of it. Tune in for the members only stream.
And isn't Mrs. Tim Burton the fairy godmother?
Who?
Helena Bonham
Carter.
Yeah, very good. You said it. Yes.
Yeah. Tune in for that, and then of course on Tuesday night you got Sparkwood 21 at
Tuesday night. Sparkwood 21, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Part 3 of the Queen of Hearts.
Awesome.
Followed immediately by one of my favorite episodes of Blake 7. It's I want to say it's the 9th episode of season 2. It's called Countdown. It's a very Avon heavy story. Gives you a lot of his backstory. And I think you guys will enjoy it as much as I did. So that's Tuesday.
Looks like Western Cinema Presents is going to be The Big Country tomorrow. So tune into that and watch a classic Western. Nothing happening on Wednesday. I believe Thursday things better. What you got going on Thursday?
I don't currently have a guest, so it's going to be me and Troy just shooting the breeze
with the chat.
Yes, with the chat.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
So come stop on by and get into why won't this act right? There we go. Sorry, I was setting up a thing in my window and didn't act right. That's on Thursday. Now on Friday, before last call,
Yep.
Friday night films with friends. Deleted Scenes is joining me from 1986, I believe. Critters. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's always nice to visit the 80s and a movie that was kind of inspired by Gremlins. But they were critters, little nasty little aliens that come and terrorize a farm. Starring Dee Wallace and a very young Scott Grimes. It's amazing how you see all these.
Well, I love Dee Wallace, so that in and of itself.
Dee Wallace is always good. Emmett Walsh is in it as well. It's a fun movie. It really is. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's been a while since the old cable days that I've watched it, and it was kind of came up when we were talking about Leprechaun, and so it kind of got in my mind. So we're gonna watch Critters next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, after that, you can join Troy on the Last Call with Troy Pacelli. Any subject?
I'm guessing this is going to be a first part. I don't think we're going to finish the topic for the night, but we're going back and looking at classic Doctor Who. We're going back to the beginning, talking about our history with it, how we loved it, and how we miss it.
Have you seen a picture of that TARDIS decanter?
No.
I saw it on
glass.
It was a glass decanter, like bottle thing, shaped like the TARDIS.
Sure.
Like blue. It was beautiful. If I ever see it again, I'll shoot it to you.
Yeah.
But I just happened to think about it when you know. So yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that if I find it.
Awesome.
And that, of course, will lead us into next Saturday night, where the movie will be
Fist of Fear. Bruce Lee.
The actual Bruce.
How it's amazing how these things kind of line up sometimes.
I know, right?
Kung Fu into more Kung Fu or karate or whatever. So the Fist of Bruce Lee, which I think is on YouTube, I think.
Don't know. It could be because I think we got this one in like the $5 bin.
Yeah, so tune in for that. That'll be a lot of fun. I would like to like I said, I would also like to announce. I did mention Critters, but in 2 weeks from tonight, the next Saturday night, Films with Friends. We're entering April, so we're doing animated April. And within that, we got a theme going. So both movies are Tolkien related. The first one we're doing on April 5th will be the Rankin Bass version of The Hobbit from 1977.
I love it.
Which was a TV movie. It is so good.
Yeah.
And I think better than Peter Jackson's version of The Hobbit by a long ways. But
if for no other reason, because of the nostalgia factor for a lot.
Nostalgia factor. Right? Plus John Huston's voice as Gandalf. Or for me, for the longest time, Bilbo sounded like Orson Bean in my head always. So that'll be good. Of course, in 2 weeks after that, on the 19th, we're going to be doing Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings. So definitely go to it. And I'm thinking about. I have to.
Am I correct that both of those used rotoscoping for the animation?
Well, I know Bakshi's Lord of the Rings did. I'm not sure about Rankin Bass. I think Rankin Bass just was animation. They might have used some like.
I'll be able to tell when we watch it. So
but I think it was more regular stuff. But I'd also like to announce for the first time, I finally got it clarified a couple days ago with those who know. I've done a couple of rewatches with my friend from out west in California, whose name is Sierra, who used to do the Iconicast podcast in the old days with me and Michael Kreitzer. She is going to be joining me and on Sunday, April 6th at a special matinee time of 12:30 p.m. just after the noontime hour. We're going to be watching Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility from 1995, I believe, the one with Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman and Hugh Grant. It's a great movie. It's her choice, and that's what we're watching. A
sensible choice.
So it makes sense to watch it.
Exactly.
But it makes a lot of sense to watch Sense and Sensibility. So yeah, we're gonna be watching. And I look forward to that. Sharing some time with her. It'll be nice. I always like doing rewatch with her. I get her maybe once a year, and this is it. I'll try to talk her into maybe doing some more. So yeah, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining me. While I do that, of course, besides those rewatches, check out my channel for some of my reviews I've done. The latest ones I've got up are for the Netflix documentary, The Twister, Caught in the Storm, that just dropped the other day. I've also got reviews for Last Breath that starred Woody Harrelson, about the divers, and Novocaine, and of course the Electric State. They're all up. If you want to know what I think about those, waiting to see Snow White. We'll see what happens. I will give it a very honest review. Whatever I think about it. If I love it, which, please, I don't know. But hey, you never know. I loved Wicked.
It's unlikely, but you never know.
You never know. I'm an honest reviewer. I loved Wicked. I mean, everybody was like down on Wicked when it came out, but I really, really liked it. So, Troy, anything you'd like to?
No, I just want to thank everybody who came out tonight. Thank everybody who came out last night. My gosh, what a stream we had. I think Netter said we went on for over 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was the highest viewed stream I have had all year by a factor of 4. Got my subscriber rate up to 1,600 now. So thank you for that. And 2 new members. So yeah, what an incredible stream that was. And it's still up. If you want to hear me get drunkenly ranting about Hasbro, you might want to check that one out.
Keep in mind that it's not a children's stream because he drops the F-bomb many times.
I was very ranty. Let's just say I was very ranty, yes.
I'm still fascinated by how much you made for a box.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, here's something that's kind of
follow
funny.
Up on that. Yeah,
follow up on this. So my ad clearly stated in the title, Katana box only. In the body of it, I mentioned that it's actually 3 boxes. It's the outer ship box that the thing came in, the inner protective box, and then the Katana actual product box. And then again, put box only.
Right.
And, saying how this is one of the nicer ones. Other ones I've seen have been a little bit more beat up. Da-da-da. But clearly saying it's the box only. The guy picks it up. And then just like an hour or so later, sends me a note saying, the box is empty. Give me my money back or I'll make a police report. And I'm looking at this going, what the frick?
Yeah.
So I responded back and said, yes, for the box only. And then I copied and pasted in the title of the ad. And he goes, well, I want my money back. So this is what I responded back to him. I said, so you didn't read the title, which clearly stated was for the box only. You didn't read the description, which also clearly stated was for the box only. In several places, you incorrectly assumed you were getting a $1,500 plus item for $200. And I'm the wrong one here?
Yeah.
You are clearly having a case of buyer's remorse. It was incumbent on you to actually read the ad, and you didn't. Even if you didn't read the ad, the title states it's for the box only.
Right.
I sold you exactly what the ad said I was selling. feel free to make a police report. I'd be happy to show him the ad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then I expected him to still argue with me. Instead, he responded back. It just said, yeah, sorry, you're right. Sorry for any inconvenience. And then that was it.
The fact is,
But it's like,
he could turn around and make twice his money back on it because it actually goes for that much online.
Yeah.
but that's
Just saying. But yeah.
But it's like, dude,
Man.
where in here did you not see box only
Right.
in capital letters, bolded?
Well, it's the same people
Exactly.
that don't see commentary only in the
Well,
true.
good point there. Good point there. Right.
But basically, he just called him out as BS, going, I sold you exactly what my ad said I was selling you.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not refunding for buyer's remorse, basically. And he couldn't really argue with that. It's just like, you're right. Sorry, for any inconvenience, and just left it at that.
Yep.
It's like, yeah.
And of course, before we go, Netter. Let's get you in a little more phase here, and let everybody know exactly what we think of them.
Not the guy with the box.
Not the guy with the box.
Well,
or you could say that too if you want, but
I figure my
Oh,
thing with
bless
him
his heart.
is done. Oh, bless his little heart.
Bless his heart. Oh yeah, I'm close enough to the South. I know what that means.
Close up to the south. Yeah, exactly.
Well, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. And excuse me.
And waiting while she coughs and
Yes. And I just lost my place. Okay, I'm starting over. Take 2. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in our family room. We're passing the popcorn and having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You're in family. We appreciate you guys so very much. And I know I say this all the time, but I mean it. You guys are our family. We are so encouraged every time we see you guys in the chat. I know I look forward to just seeing the different names come up. And if I don't see you, I miss you. And then I wonder, are you okay? So even if you can't stay for a whole stream, if you can just pop in, drop a comment saying, hey, can't stick around, but, I was here. This way we know you're okay. And I want to thank you also for the many ways that you support our channels and encouraging us on our channels. You guys are Osmo. So thank you so very much for all that you do for us. I said, we don't do these streams for us. We do these streams for you. So we must be doing something right because you keep coming back. You guys are Osmo. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Take care, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely Sunday. It's a wonderful day to relax. And you know what? It's springtime. Spring has sprung. Hope you don't have any allergies that are going to start flaring up. But if you do, hopefully it won't be too bad. Just take care. Have a wonderful week ahead. God bless you. And we'll see you on the interwebs out there. Take care.
Exactly. Bye-bye.